I spent $40,000 in secret, and it might have just ended my 7-year marriage. David and I have been married for 7 years, and for 7 years, my dream of opening a bakery was always treated like a cute hobby, something we'd get to eventually. Whenever I brought up leaving my soul-crushing accounting job, there was always a perfectly logical, completely reasonable excuse for why the timing was just wrong. 3 years ago, he quit his job to launch a tech startup. He told me, "Babe, I just need your stable income to anchor us for a year. Then it is your turn." I said, okay. I swallowed my ambition because that is what wives do. But then his beta launched. Then his seed round closed. Suddenly, we needed my income to qualify for a better mortgage, or to build a safety net, or to renovate the kitchen. It was always his timeline. It was never mine. So when the perfect sunlit corner property opened up in the historic district this past September, I didn't say a word. I didn't want to see him run his hands over his face and pull out a spreadsheet to prove why I couldn't do it. Instead, I just handled it. I did the initial walkthrough on a Tuesday, claiming I was grabbing a salad with a coworker. When the landlord offered me the space, I sat in my parked car for maybe 45 minutes. My hands were shaking. I was terrified, but I also knew exactly what I wanted. The rent was steep, but I had the capital. I had $55,000 in a separate savings account, money from my late grandmother that David had been heavily pressuring me to dump into his business. I didn't wait for permission. The week before Thanksgiving, I wired $40,000 for the deposit and first 6 months of rent. Completely, utterly, non-refundable. I finally told David on a lazy Sunday afternoon. He was scrolling on his phone, a football game playing on the TV. My heart was pounding so hard, I thought I might actually pass out. I walked over, slapped the thick manila folder onto the coffee table, and dropped the heavy brass key right on top of it. He picked up the lease. He scanned the front page, saw the date, and saw the dollar amount, and he exploded. He stood up so fast, his knee hit the coffee table, spilling his beer all over the rug. "Are you out of your mind?" he screamed, throwing the papers back down. "You spent $40,000? You've been hiding this since September?" I stood my ground, my voice shaking, but loud. I told him I was just gathering information at first. Information? He grabbed the back of his chair, his knuckles turning totally white. "You made a massive, life-altering financial decision without your husband. What is wrong with you? Were you even going to tell me? Or was I just going to find out when you maxed out our joint credit cards?" I snapped. All the exhaustion, all the waiting, it just boiled over. "I used my inheritance, David. The money you wanted to drain for your stupid startup." He pointed a finger right in my face, his veins popping. "I was building our future. I was trying to protect our marriage." "You were building your future," I screamed right back, tears finally stinging my eyes. "I don't want a future where I have to beg for permission to live my own life. I am your wife, not your employee." He stared at me, his chest heaving, his face totally red. He didn't say another word. He just turned around, grabbed his coat, and walked out the front door. He slammed it so hard, the picture frames in the hallway rattled against the drywall. His mother called me that night, calling me deceitful, saying I completely blindsided a man who only ever provided for me. Maybe I was selfish. Maybe it was a betrayal. But for the first time in 7 years of marriage, I woke up this morning and I didn't feel heavy. I open in April.